Okay guys, hello and welcome to another episode of Day in the Life. Now, we're just getting ready to head over to the office to check in with the traders before the trading day ahead. Before we get into that though, I just want to give a quick announcement. As I mentioned in the last video, some of you may have been following me on Instagram at Sam_Cav. If you did see the last video, you'll know that account actually got hacked last week and Instagram are currently in the process of recovering it. However, until then, I'm using a backup account, which is just at Sam_Kavanagh instead of Cav. So if you want to reach out and ask me questions or see any behind the scenes stuff, you can get me on that Instagram. By the time this video goes out, I may have Sam Cav back, I may have that account back, but for now, Instagram is still in the process of recovering that. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Contacts in the market might know about it, but I mean, I'm merely giving you that as an example.
Right.
I mean, obviously you've got to look at the whole structure.
So I just had a very productive phone call with the compliance advisor that we're actually working with as KB Trading takes its first steps into becoming a proprietary trading firm. Now, some of you may know KB Trading, as well as having an educational wing, we are in our very early stages of becoming a prop firm as well. And a huge part of that is of course compliance and legal. And so I'm spending a lot of my time, on the phone and via email and stuff like that, basically trying to make sure everything's in line. So going into 2021, when we move into the larger office space and start taking on traders, we can just go, full steam ahead with that. Now, with that being said, I'm going to take you through and show you the office that we're actually looking to take on in the coming months. We have also been taking applications to actually work at KB Trading as a funded prop trader. If you want to check the top link in the description and go over to our website, you can actually apply there. You can leave in your application. We've had like 180 applications already, but I'm going to take you across and show you this office now. This side of the building, so this is the opposite side of the building to what we're currently on. It has far, far better views. This is actually our old building where KB started off in office 235. You may remember that if you've been following the channel for a little while. So coming into 2021, this is where we plan to have KB's proprietary trading floor. We have plans to take on in the region of 15 to 20 traders within that year, and actually hopefully by the end of the year have them all trading KB's capital right here on the trading floor. Now, the awesome thing about this office is it's straight across the hall from the office that we're currently in, and we have a really good relationship with the building owners as well. And as we showed you a couple of minutes ago, our first ever office is, an eye shot straight out the window. It's crazy to think that the office that myself and Callum started in back in March was no bigger than this bank of 6 desks here, right? It was just a rectangle. We could literally fit 2 desks in it, and there's pretty much no room to move in it. And we had kind of planned and envisaged that within 5 to 10 years we might have our own trading floor, we might have traders working for us, trading our capital. And that was our plan for 3, 5, even 10 years. And here we are less than a year later, and we're already in the preparation stages of actually taking the first steps on that journey. So very, very grateful, feeling very blessed and thankful to be where we are. Really excited to go on this proprietary trading journey, and of course to take you guys along as well. And we'll be sure to keep you updated as we go through the motions of doing that. So now we're going to head back into our office, and we're going to check in with the traders, see how they're doing, what kind of stuff they're looking at, and if they have any positions open. So one of the main things that attracted us to this office was actually this plant, because I was just kind of thinking, you have a bad trading day or whatever, you can just kind of come here and just hug the plant. So I think that's going to be a real asset. So now we're going to do a brief plan overview with the traders on the floor as we move over into the New York session to see how they're getting on in respect to the plans they set out with this morning. Oh, you are failed.
Actually managed to push down, put in shooting star from an hourly inflection level.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Trust pilot ones in, but these just here as placeholders for now. So once we get the staging environment up, the Trust pilot ones will be able to work. They don't work locally because this isn't HTTPS. It's a pain in the backside, but I'll be able to show you that once that's up and running. So all the rest of that basically looks the same as last week.
It is Friday, the 27th of November. Now, Fridays here at KB tend to be a little bit less of a busy day in terms of trading. I personally find that the markets can either be very, very slow or very, very erratic, right? So there's no kind of nice flow, nice movement to the markets. Typically for me on a Friday, for the way I trade, there's either very erratic spikes or almost no movement at all. So Fridays we like to kind of take as a little bit more of a relaxed day. So we have Casual Friday, we'll come in, dress casually, we'll have pizza and stuff like that at lunch as well, or order some food in, and we'll spend the day reviewing what we've done for the week in terms of performance, any work back testing and stuff like that we've done, any admin stuff that we need to do, and we'll also prepare a little report on our trades for the week, and we'll do a review in the afternoon with the traders where we'll talk about our trades for the week, our performance, and how we can actually improve that going into next week. So I'm currently in two positions. I'm in a position on silver and a position on dollar CAD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through this day. I'm going to keep you updated on those trades, and I'm also going to run you through our end of week review where we look at the trades we've been in for the week. Now, one of the most common things we get asked, whether it's via Instagram, email, YouTube, whatever, is the best place to learn to trade. Now, we get asked this by people who have never traded before and are interested in trading. We get asked this by people who perhaps have been trading for 2 or 3 years and are just struggling to find that consistency. And not many people know this because we don't actively promote it via YouTube or via my Instagram or anything like that. But we actually have a couple of educational courses aimed at both of those groups of people. So we have a beginner's trading course, which takes you from zero knowledge to actually understanding how the markets work, sort of outlining the fundamental principles. And then we also have an advanced course, which is aimed directly at the people who have had a couple years experience and perhaps they're just not really grasping it, they're struggling to find consistency. Now, something that we don't do is we don't teach one specific strategy, you know, so that you can trade exactly like me or exactly like Callum or exactly like any of the guys on the floor. We more give you the tools, we give you, some of the framework, and then it's up to you, with our help, to build a strategy, to build a system that's tailored to you. So many groups out there, so many educational companies teach people to be almost carbon copies of one another, and for me, this isn't very beneficial over the long run. The markets do change, right? The markets go through cycles, things change, and edges can diminish over time. So if you teach someone to trade one way, you teach them to copy your exact system, the exact way you trade, they're a one-trick pony. And if the market changes slightly, everyone you've ever taught to trade now can't trade because they only know how to trade one way. So we believe in teaching the framework and then helping you build a trading plan, helping you build a system and build a strategy that you can apply in various markets and see what you have the most success in. And a big part of what we teach is actually gathering stats and building a positive expectancy model. Now, another awesome thing about the courses that we actually offer is they come with free lifetime guidance and mentoring from myself. So when you buy a course, you can book in a Zoom one-to-one mentoring session with me as often as once per week. Now, also included with our courses is access to 4 Telegram groups. The first group is the Task Tuesdays group. In that group, every Tuesday, I upload a task for the group to complete with the intention of helping you develop your trading skill set. We have a Wednesday workshop group. Every Wednesday, I upload a video recording of me breaking down a trading principle or a trade idea or something like that, again, with the intention of helping you expand your trading knowledge. We have a community chat group where all of our members can chat all things trading, social, whatever it may be. And we also have a trades and analysis group where I give market insights and do Q&As and stuff like that as well. Now for this weekend, we're actually doing a Black Friday sale where we're doing 30% off all of our courses. Our cheapest course on there is actually £210. That's going to be the top link in the description if you want to go and check it out. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
Now, Samuel, our company is a broker company which allows our clients to have access to over 500 different financial instruments which you can invest in and benefit from.
Wow, no way.
Okay? Have you actually ever considered the idea of generating an additional income by making investments?
No. How much
Where
time
have
does
you
it
heard
take
that from?
to successfully make money from online investments?
I have clients that are spending no more than 15 or 30 minutes per day.
15
I have
minutes?
clients that are
Wow.
spending between £200 and £500 just to see how it works.
So you're saying I can start with between £200 and £500 in just 15 minutes per day and generate a second income?
Yes.
Bye. Yes, that's your coleslaw, you freak. Now, just to keep you updated, I have actually been stopped out on silver for about 0.5 hour. So not a full 1 hour loss. I actually trailed my stop a little bit tighter as the trade progressed, and subsequently I've not been taken out for a full hour. Now, USD CAD is actually running quite significantly in profit at the moment, but it's around about 2 p.m, so it's unlikely that that's going to hit target by the end of the day. However, my analysis does still stand. So this is one of those rare occasions where I will actually hold a trade over the weekend. Typically, I don't want to take on that event risk in case, you know, price gaps on the open and I get stopped out for a larger loss than I had anticipated. Lots of things can happen over the weekend from a macroeconomic perspective that can cause relatively large market gaps, and it's usually something that I just don't want to kind of risk taking on. However, in this situation, the analysis and stuff does still stand, and as the trade's running pretty nice so far, I am going to take that risk of holding it into the weekend. So guys, that just about wraps up this episode of Day in the Life. Now, that dollar CAD position that I'm in is currently running about 1 hour in profit, and as previously mentioned, I'm going to be running that into the weekend and actually into next week. Now, next week we actually begin a new trading month on Tuesday. November hasn't been a great month for me. I think after this dollar CAD trade, if that hits target, I'll still end the month around 2 hour down. It's not the worst, it's not the best either. Losing months are going to happen, and it's something that I'm not really too concerned about. So apologies, this wasn't a super exciting day in the life. However, if you did enjoy it, please drop it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And make sure to go and follow me on my backup Instagram as well if you haven't done that either. But thanks as always for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.